Alrighty, good morning and welcome back to the channel and my office. So I've been sitting here for 15 minutes with the Uber driver app open. I thought that I'll quickly do a video on today about the sign up process with Deliver Easy, and then I'll do another video about the sign up process with Uber driver. Now, with Deliver Easy, I found must have been advertising through some social media site or however I found it, I don't know. Clicked the link, filled out the details that they want, which is obviously your name and email and that, and didn't think anything of it. And like within an hour, I had a returned email that they would like to offer a contract. So then from that, there you have to supply more information. So that's, you know, your GST number if you're GST registered, or your IRD number if you're not, your name, your vehicle. The vehicle has to be 1990 onwards, I believe. No older than 1990. Yeah. Our personal vehicle is a 2006. So you got to give the registration of that, make, model, and because I signed it up under my company, use my company's name, company email, company GST number, and sent that away. In the meantime, download the app, sign into the app, and then really good, basically ready to go. Once you had your so that information that had all your vehicle information, all your GST information or IRD information, once that they received that, then they sent back the actual contract, which you read through, and it's basically, you know, we'll pay you for the deliveries that you make. All GST excluded, so they pay the GST on our behalf. So what we get in the hand is what we get in the hand. If you're not GST registered, obviously you'll pay income tax on that. Obviously my company's got to pay income tax on it also, but it's kind of a little bit different when you're doing it, I guess, as a individual. You'd have to work out your taxes and do it that way, and you are obliged to. So that was really easy. If I kept up with checking my emails and replying as soon as I got them, it could have been a 2-day process, even less, could have been a day, depending on how quick, you know, they work. But usually within an hour of me sending them an email, I had one in return for the next step. So it's all basically, it was basically a 3-step process. Me asking, I guess the link was putting my hand up and saying I'll drive for you. The next process was filling out all the information of your vehicle details, all your personal bank details, your IRD details, and then the next process was basically electronically signing the contract. Now with Deliver Easy, you, a week in advance, you put your requested hours in that you would like to drive, and they get approved by the area coordinator. And while you're out driving, you're looked after by a dispatcher, which are great. Never met one. I've actually never met a person, besides other drivers, I've never met a Deliver Easy person, as in a dispatcher, coordinator, a manager. Yeah, so this has all been online sign up, no contact, zero contact. And so I was driving a week later, basically a week from when I first put my hand up and said I'll drive for you, I was making money a week later. So the sign up process was really simple, and that's probably how it would be for most delivery drivers in New Zealand, because with delivering food we don't need to run under a TSL, we just need to have a warranted fitness on a car, and obviously registered and commercial insurance, because you are commercially using your vehicle. So there's probably a lot of people out there that are just there are probably a lot of people out there that are just driving on their personal insurance, but that's a bit of a grey area where if you do have an accident while you're using your vehicle as commercial use, basically using your vehicle for reward is what it would come down to. So if you back into somebody's fence while you're backing out of the driveway, or you hit their car, or someone hit even on the road, a road incident, if you're using your personal vehicle for reward, your personal insurance might have a leg to stand on to say we're not covering it. So if you are out there delivering food on just a normal personal car insurance, I'd look into it, because it could end up costing you a lot of money down the track. But you do you and I'll do me. I'm not telling you what to do. That's completely up to you. So yeah, that's about all there is with Deliver Easy sign up. I think I started going down the process with DoorDash, and I didn't give up. I just, a long time ago I was like, oh no, I'm not going to do that. And then this Deliver Easy sign up was flawless. Driving for them, flawless. Yeah, there's wait times. Some restaurants are a bit slower than others. You get a pickup time and a delivery time. I'm usually try to get to the restaurant or the supermarket before the pickup time, because you're not doing anything else. Once you've loaded that job in, it's locked and loaded. You're not going to get another one while you're waiting for it. So I try to get there before. 90% of my deliveries are dropped off before the drop-off time. You got the old supermarket when we're doing milk run, or some restaurants, or even McDonald's, they can be a little bit behind the 8 ball depending on how busy the night is. Some supermarkets, or there's one in particular here that is just predominantly slow. Could be no customers in the shop, and they're still 10 minutes behind. So that's rambling on a little bit more than just the sign up process. Anywho, like I said, these are going to be raw videos. But yeah, maybe we'll do a video on wait times and that, but now I am rambling because my mind is thinking about the traffic going past, because it's quite busy. Anywho, righty-ho, back on track. Jeez, you guys are picky. Yeah, so if you're looking at signing up for food delivery, all I can say is my experience with Deliver Easy, none of the others, was very easy. I've heard of people that I've met, they're waiting for food, and they're driving for another company, and they said, oh, we tried with Deliver Easy, and they emailed me back and said that they're full, they don't need drivers. And there was a seasoned driver there that had been driving for Deliver Easy for 5 years, I think he said. He goes, oh no, you just email them back straight away. And he said the next one will be an acceptance one. And so I don't know if that's obviously it's not somebody replying to you the first email. It's obviously just a generic reply, and maybe it's just every third or every so often they send out an offer and decline so many, maybe just to stop the flood. I don't know. all I can say is, with me, I emailed within basically instantly, but I checked my email like an hour later, and there it was the acceptance, the offer of acceptance, basically straight away. So yeah, easy, really easy. Next one will be next video will be the sign up process to Uber driver to drive passengers, and that's a different ball game because of New Zealand laws. Rightio, I better concentrate on waiting for work, sitting here just... No, I'm not sleeping. I'm on duty. Okay, make sure you give it a thumbs up and a like. Thumbs up is a like. Thumbs up. Thumbs up means like, doesn't it? But make sure you give it a thumbs up after you hit the subscribe button. How's that? Rightio. Ka kite.